Okay, let's talk about Chainsaw Man chapter 52, titled, well, I don't know. First off, let's start off and say the common things. Manga Stream and Jamin's box are both gone. The two main pre-release scanned manga sites that were releasing manga early for us nerds and fans of shonen have been taken down. For Manga Stream side, it looks like they've been shut down. They literally have just taken their website offline completely. There's no access to it at all, and I think they also cleared their Twitter. And for at least Diamond's Box, they said, hey, we're not doing it anymore. As far as I know from watching other videos, they said they're just not gonna release the content anymore because of the Viz official release. If there's an official release for all the main titles like Chainsaw Man and other mangas like One Piece, My Hero Academia, Black Clover, Attack on Titan, if there's gonna be official releases of all these stories, there's really no need for the side sites anymore, which is technically true. All the main stories I am still reading right now are on Viz. It's just you have to wait a few days before you actually get to read them. And if you pay, I think it's a ridiculous, cheap amount, $1 a month or something. I don't know. But even $7 a month for all the chapters you usually read once a week, that's pretty worth it. So I'm just saying, Manga Stream's down, Diamond's Box is down. So instead of reading Chainsaw Man chapter 52 on one of those sites, have to just resort to completely fan edited content. And that's where I got this chapter from. Of course, the link to Chainsaw Man's Discord is down below, where you can keep in contact with all the people that basically like Chainsaw Man. I love it. I got some scans from that website, which are translated from Japanese to Korean, from Korean to English. So it's definitely a little janky, especially at the start, but you still get the core aspect of what's happening, and I'm fine with that. So let's jump into the chapter. Before we jump into this chapter, let's talk about what happened in last week's chapter. In last week's chapter, chapter 51 of Chainsaw Man, Denji and Reze finished their fight, and Denji let Reze go. He decided, hey, I actually liked you, so you know what? Walk away. Just walk away. Maybe we could run away together, but I'm not gonna kill you or turn you into the bureau. Which is damn, Denji, you really the homie. But of course, Reze just incapacitates Denji and goes off and says, I'm leaving, you're never gonna see me again. And that sucks for Denji. The last thing we see in the chapter is Denji leaving his apartment with some money. So, supposedly running away. And we're gonna have to figure out what happens in this week's chapter. So let's go over it. Opening up, we have Aki and the instructor talking at the scene of the big fight that just happened the previous day. The instructor is telling Aki about a Russian fairy tale, a myth, a legend, about how there used to be a old military base that people would send bad children. That these children that were sent to this military base were treated terribly. They were forced into inhumane testing and all this other stuff. And it was basically supposed to be like a boogeyman story to the kids to keep them in line, to keep them good. But it turns out, lo and behold, it was a real place. And Reze, the antagonist of this arc in Chainsaw Man, was from this Russian military base, which makes sense of the Russian song she was singing in the beginning of this arc when she choked out the Typhoon Devil Man on the top of the school roof when Reze and Denji were first hanging out at the school. So that's who Reze was. She was this Russian spy creation thing from the USSR. And she was supposed to be bred to be loyal to the USSR. The instructor claims her name, or at least I'm gonna guess her title in the USSR was Morimoto, as that's how you actually pronounce it. As for my quick little 2-second Google search, I can only tell that Morimoto means guinea pig or small hamster like rodent in Japanese. So cool. I had nothing really to say about that, but besides the fact that it's crazy that Reze, as we know her, was sent to capture the Chainsaw Man's heart for Russia. That's a big fact about this entire thing. And that at the end of it, it seemed that she was going to turn sides and join Denji. And I say it seems like because as the instructor is telling this to Aki, we see the panels transition from the fighting area to a train station. We see Reze, or Morimoto, walk throughout the crowd in her somewhat of a disguise as she tries to get on a train to leave the city. But at the last minute, as she's on the train and is about to depart, she leaves. She takes off her hat and she starts walking back, supposedly to the coffee shop that she continuously met Denji in. And as she gets closer, you can see her face like kind of light up, like she's really engrossed and she needs to get there. But then something strange happens. We see these rats run past her on the ground. It's these black rats, and they pile up to form a silhouette. And as the rats disperse, we see frickin' Makima. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's probably like her handler, like her Russian contact, like came back and was like, hey, you fucked up. But no, it's Makima. You know, whenever Makima shows up to one of her enemies, they die. So this really shook me for a second. As she's talking about how she liked the country mouse. And I'm like, what the frick is she talking about for a second? I forgot about the story that Reze told Denji like good few chapters ago, almost 10 chapters ago now. And here we have Makima just telling Reze about this story as Reze has her finger on her grenade pin on her neck, ready to fight. Because supposedly everyone knows how badass Makima is. That's why no one messes with her. So Makima's here and she's telling Reze a story. I kind of mess up the story. Long story short, Makima goes to the country, kills some mouse, and that's why she likes killing country mouse. Because she's a killer. Yeah. And it's like, damn, Makima, you really laying on thick saying that Reze is a rat and that you about to kill her. And I'm like, damn. And that's where things pick up, because the next thing you know, Reze is missing an arm and a hand. So like she gets it just cut clean off as a spear comes straight down from the roof above her. And as Reze tries to fight back, she jumps back behind Makima with a crazy fast speed with a knife in her hand from nowhere and tries to attack, but Angel is on the roof making his legendary weapons and striking Reze down from up above, which is insane and sad because Reze tries to reach for her grenade pin again, but Makima just grabs her arm, holds her as she dies, as she bleeds out. As she thinks about Denji when he asked her why she didn't kill him off the bat. And she's like, the truth is, she's never been to school either, so she wanted to live that experience of a teenager as well. And I'm like, damn, this is actually sad. Because the next thing we see is Reze lying in a pool of her own blood, gone, with Makima looking down at her with like almost sympathy. I can only guess how much like actual sympathy Makima has for anybody, but it looks like she's might be a little saddened by the fact that she died. I don't know. And she talks to Angel. And she says, I told you to bring Aki. Angel says nothing. And Makima presumes that Angel didn't do it because Aki wouldn't want to actually kill a woman. And it shows that throughout this story arc, a lot of the characters grew. Denji grew. He changed. Aki grew. He changed. He actually accepts devils, kind of. He accepted Angel for who he was. Angel grew and accepted Aki and accepted that Aki was a good guy. Power technically grew. She wasn't in the story arc, but she got stronger, I'm going to presume. So the chapter ends with Denji in the cafe, and the old cafe barista, I don't know, tells Denji that she was beautiful, she was nice, she lit up the room, but you know, you'll find your true love eventually. And the next thing you know, someone opens the door, and who is it but Power? Walking in, being her regular Power self. We really missed her. She's been gone for a few chapters. I'm like, it's been a minute, Power. It's good to see you again. Her horns are back to a reasonable size, so she's good. And she sees Denji, and she sees that he has flowers, and she's like, give them to me. Like, almost a good amount of girls that act like Power would ask. And Denji just looks at her, looks at the flowers, and decides he's just gonna eat them as Power tries to pull them away from her. And it's like, that's the end of the chapter. That's the end of chapter 52 of Chainsaw Man. And I really enjoyed it. When I heard that Manga Stream and then Jammy's Box was taken down, or just not gonna post anything anymore, I was like, damn, okay. Fridays were just getting to work for me to review Chainsaw Man, but now I'm just gonna have to move it to Sunday. And with that, I'm hoping like other YouTube creators are gonna be like put off by it and like not be able to read it on time, whatever. So like I was kind of down, but I found the actual pretty good translated leak on it, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, this was really well done. I followed the story easily. There wasn't a lot of text in this chapter, but this rarely is in Chainsaw Man, so it's like this works completely fine. Hopefully I'm going to continue reviewing Chainsaw Man chapters into the future. I really enjoyed them. So thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like. If you like the video, leave a dislike. If you dislike the video, or I don't know, share it. Who cares? Subscribe if you're into Chainsaw Man content. Leave a comment down below if you have something to say, or if you have like you want to hear about something else, like if you have a favorite chapter of manga or something that you really enjoy and you think I'm gonna enjoy it, just put it down in the comments below. Maybe I'll check it out and maybe I'll make a video or two on it in the future. But nevertheless, thanks for watching. Peace.